Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dysfunctional with DY and Luna. My name is DY,
And my name is Luna.
and we're really excited to have you here. If you're listening to this, congratulations, you found episode 0. Before we dive into future episodes, we'd like to introduce ourselves. I am DY Production, obviously. I'm sure you knew that because this podcast is tiny at this point. Um, but hello, I am a Twitch streamer. I stream variety games over on my Twitch channel. It'll be in description. Um, Follow if you want. I don't really care. Anyways, I actually had this idea myself a few years ago, but it never actually came to fruition because I never could decide exactly what I wanted this podcast to be about. But funnily enough, my friend Luna here, she actually came to me and was like, "Hey, I have an idea," and I'll let her continue.
It's true, can confirm. I had a random idea as a shower thought, but not shower thought of wouldn't it be really funny if we did a podcast? We already talk as if we're in one. Share it with the world in our small little corner of the internet. And DY was like, you know what? I wanted to put some life into this failed project, so why not? And here we are in
Yes.
our in this lovely, lovely set that was created by DY. Little round of applause there. Round of applause for the fantastic artwork.
Yes. It took 12 hours, but it was worth it because I think it came out really great.
Yeah, did. Why
Um,
don't we go ahead and have a look around then of
yeah.
of the of the studio. Have a bit of a tour.
hmm The official art will be posted somewhere after this episode comes out. Uh, but with that being said, I'm gonna turn these off real quick. My side, I kind of just threw random stuff together. Uh, the Be Gay Do Crime because I am bisexual, proudly bisexual.
I will not see anything in any sort of comments or anything. I will be there on site. Don't
Luna,
you
what
fucking
hurt
dare.
you? Moving on, I have a poster of Hanzo and Genji from Overwatch that I actually do own in real life. So I thought, why not put it on the wall? Um, the Yoshi plush for my channel, my Twitch channel. I am DYproductions, which stands for Dark Yoshi Productions. So I have my little self up there. The books you can see on my shelf there. I have the Odyssey because I am a insane Greek mythology nerd, and Luna can attest to that.
Yes, I can. Very much so.
Harry Potter book, The Philosopher's Stone. The next one is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, which is the best book I have read in a while. I recommend. Um, the fourth book is A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. It was one of my favorite series when I was younger. And then, honestly, the last book, I didn't know what else to put. So I just went to my bookshelf, pulled out a random book, and I got um, the Disney series Kingdom Keepers by Ridley Pearson, I think his name is. I should probably figure that out, actually. I think it is Ridley Pearson. Kingdom Keepers. Yes, Ridley Pearson. Okay. Disney After Dark, that's what it's called. The next thing is a little dinosaur statue, which it's not the exact one, but I couldn't really find a reference image and I didn't go feel like finding it because it's buried somewhere. But I got that from my local zoo when I was a kid, so that's cool. I have a netherite sword statue. It's not really a statue. I just made it a statue in this because it makes more sense that way. But I actually don't have this sword anymore because my dog destroyed it. But It's just a plastic sword. Um, I have a Poseidon statue because, as stated before, obsessed. And he's also my godly parent, according to Percy Jackson. So, cool. I have a little Freddy Fazbear plush there because I love Freddy Fazbear and FNAF. My favorite Taylor Swift album, which is Reputation. A bisexual flag because I am bisexual. And then my little Squishmallow, the only one that I've ever owned in my life and the only one I probably will own. It's I forget the name of it, but it's a pink cow. That's all it is. Pink angry cow, I should specify. Um and then I have a lava lamp, a little Kinger from the Amazing Digital Circus plushie that I own in real life, and a Pokeball. And that's my side.
If we turn over your attention to the other side of the set, we have a Stay Weird poster. This was just a random inserted poster that DY made. Then we have a Deadpool poster from the comics, a poster I actually have and have owned for quite a while. Up on the actual shelf, we have, of course, my username, which you can also follow on socials, posted somewhere. On the top shelf, next to that plaque, is a Morgana slash Mona plushie from Persona 5, my favorite game of all time. A plushie I actually have IRL, although it is slightly altered for the studio, which honestly looks way better than it does in. So, good decision on that, DY. On the opposite end, we have Bucky Barnes' old metal arm. Don't worry about it. He didn't need it. He gave it to me. That
Bucky
first shelf,
Barnes.
we have. He didn't need it. What can I say? On the top shelf, we have some, just like DY, some books I actually have IRL. We have on the left-hand side, we have the Marvel Encyclopedia, which was made in 2024, or it's been updated for 2024. Something I got for my birthday from my brother. We then have both of Dan and Phil's books, which in this case is The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire, aka Tabanoff. And then we have Dan and Phil Go Outside, aka Dapgo. I love my gay dads. We must protect queer art.
Hell yeah.
then we have then we have the Triforce from Zelda. I think this is specifically a light. I'm pretty sure this is a light you can grab. I love Zelda. I love different aspects of it, and it was an easy little fix in to put there. I also have the original trilogy Hunger Games book. Don't ask me about the other one. I haven't finished reading them. Don't look at me like that. Second shelf, we have a Luma from Super Mario Galaxy, probably my favorite Mario game of all time, which makes sense because Rosalina is my favorite Mario character. We then have a plushie of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, a plushie I also have, probably one of, if not my favorite movie of all time. I also proceed to have a lava lamp, but blue instead of red because we like color coding here. On the third shelf, we have all of my K-pop, which mostly consists of BTS and Blackpink. Although, let's be honest, if I had the shelf space, it would be more. On the last bit is my favorite Panic at the Disco album, which is Death of a Bachelor, although I don't have that album physically. And then next to that is 21 Pilots' album Blurry Face, which is also my favorite album by them, which I also do not have physically. Fourth shelf, we have Carl the Cupcake, also FNAF related, a plushie I also have as well. Next to him is the Zero Pillow Pet from Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Nightmare. I do own some merch, although I don't actually have this specific pillow pet, but he's cute and he fills the space, so we love him anyways. On the last shelf is the PlayStation logo or symbol light, something I also have IRL, and it's actually getting use here, so we love to see that. And on my little side table, I also have a moon lamp, which I also have IRL that I should really charge at one point. And then lastly, I have a little Spider-Man that's swinging around on the bookshelf because he couldn't fit anywhere, so he's just there. He's having a good time. And
And
then
we
because
thought it
DY
was
did
we
not,
thought it would be cute because he's Spider-Man and he's supposed to be swinging around, so we stuck him on the side of
Yeah.
the shelf like that.
Yeah, he's also probably he's my favorite Marvel character, as is almost everybody else on the planet, so I feel like it makes sense. And because DY kind of failed to mention it as well, I also have a pillow of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, another favorite movie franchise of mine. Yeah, that's the tour of our studio. Again, another round of applause for DY's artwork. We
Thank you.
love.
I am gonna mention real quick though. I didn't know how else to fill the top of the screen in between the two sound panels and the like in between the whiteboard and whatnot. So I just put a disco ball because why not? And if you notice
Honestly,
on
it's
the
life. Yeah.
if you notice on the little desk that says the name of the podcast, Dysfunctional, it has two little mugs, which is actually a reference to our gameplay of Date Everything. So
Hmm.
the literal title is A Straight Woman and a Bisexual Man Try to Date Everything. You should go watch it. It's
Well,
really funny.
it's it's a fun time. It's a fun time over on Twitch. Yes.
Yes.
And another, some small plants lingering around, and then we also have some string lights in our corresponding colors, as well as some purple in the middle, because again, color theory. But yeah, that's the general tour of the studio. But
Yes.
I think we might as well go ahead and talk about how we becoming friends, because we've only been friends for, I think, like a year and a half, give or
Something
take,
like that.
at this point as of recording. Yeah, something like that.
January. So
I thought it was February. I thought it was
it's one of those
February.
two. It might be the end of January going into February, but still, it's been a
Yeah.
year and like 5 months. So
And more or less around that time, yeah.
yeah.
Um, we met through our mutual friend, Miss Julia. We love her.
Yes.
Um, I had heard about you previously. She had mentioned you countless times prior. I had some conversations with you in terms of Twitch. You were there on my streams having a fun time, but I
Mm-hmm.
had never fully had conversations with you. Um, do you remember the reason why we ended up like texting? I know
I
we met through
think
her, but like,
well I met Julia actually through the YouTuber Stacy Plays. And
mhm.
whenever Stacy Plays used to stream on Twitch, I met Julia through there. And I think Julia wanted to play Overwatch and she invited both of us because
I that sounds
I
right.
had
Yeah,
just been because I had quit for a few years and I had just randomly re-downloaded it because I was bored at one point and Julia was like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "I think so. Sure. Why not?" Um and uh Julia also had invited Luna, which I'm pretty sure Luna is as well, but I am very shy when I meet for people at first. So we didn't
yeah.
really talk to each other. We kind
I
of
was
just
just gonna
sat
say,
there and played
yeah.
Overwatch.
I was just gonna say we didn't have like you did not speak the first like couple times we played Overwatch together. You solely were using your soundboard, which you still do today. You were using your soundboard, and you were also just like chatting like with your keyboard. You weren't like using your for the first like few times we played together.
Yeah.
And then I think it was at one point where I was like, well, if Julia trusts this guy, then maybe I'll like hit him up, because at that point in time I had very few to play Overwatch with. I had some falling out with some other people, and I was like, well, now I'm back to being alone. And I don't know what I'm gonna do now. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, let me hit up this dude, and it's kind of been like that since. Ironically enough, I'm pretty sure I met Julia through the same thing. I think I also met her through a stream from Stacy, and I didn't reconnect with her till a couple years later after that initial interaction, and we've been friends ever since.
Yep.
So funny how that works.
It's a small world after all.
I guess, yeah. Isn't there a thing where it's like every sixth person knows you from something, or you know someone from something. It's like every sixth person.
Probably, yeah. Because
It's
I
some.
feel like I know a ton of people like from certain things, but I wouldn't like know them otherwise, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, why don't we, DY, since initially your brainchild, why don't we go ahead and tell the viewers slash listeners, why don't we go ahead and talk about what this podcast actually is and what our goal here is and why we're doing this in the first place.
Yes. So 3 years ago in 2023, I was just thinking to myself, I like to ramble a lot and talk a lot, and I also like a lot of things. So it would be interesting to go on and talk with somebody. But I never, I mean, it was probably going to be a solo thing back then. I did at time I didn't really have anybody who I could really ramble about certain things with. Um, so it never really came to fruition, even though I probably, like I said, I stream and I talk to myself all the time anyway. So it would have been fine if it was just me. But I feel like it's great now that I have Luna here to do it with me because, well, for me it's confirmed, but Luna does not know she's not diagnosed if she has ADHD. But from me, I can tell that I think she does, so. And she thinks she does as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't call it as like self-diagnosed, but it's essentially like self-diagnosed, I guess, for like lack of better terminology, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah.
But, anyways, this podcast is going to be about just random hyperfixations that we have together mutually and or either one of ours. Um, and we're just gonna practically do research on them, make sure all of our information's correct, even though we pretty much know a lot of it anyway. Um, and then we're just gonna sit here and ramble about it.
Sometimes the voices in our head are too much, they take up too much space, so instead of just keeping it inside of this random knowledge we have, we're just gonna let it out in the so that way it will no longer take as much space,
Yeah,
essentially.
yep. And I think it's a
Like,
great idea because, I mean, hey, there's people out there that enjoy just hearing people talk. That's why podcasts exist. So
I was yeah.
why not make it a, why not make our, because we do this, we have sat on Discord calls for 10 hours plus just ranting about random stuff. So why not turn it into a podcast?
Why not make it monetizable, but not actually monetizable? You know what I mean? We're doing this for the love of the game, okay? We're not here to be the biggest thing out here. We're here because we want to get it out there, and if people find us and like the content and just generally vibe with us, then that's chill. We decide to listen in and decide to follow the content or follow us on their socials, on our Twitch streams and all that jazz. It would be, it's just a way for us to, I don't know, as DY mentioned, we already do this on a regular basis, so why not make it a bit more condensed,
Yeah.
essentially. And hopefully we don't go too off the rails, but then again, that would defeat the entire purpose of the name of the podcast, as we are both dysfunctional in different ways. And this is
Mm-hmm.
just a way to somewhat, with an asterisk, somewhat keep it organized with our thoughts and our interests, some of which are represented in the studio, but it's not limited to just that. We plan to do a whole wide range of topics
Yes.
that both you and I are very, very either well versed in or well, I guess, invested in.
Yeah.
Overwatch, ironically enough, being one of them. Overwatch is one of them.
Yes. Um, I literally started playing because of the loot boxes came back. That's the only reason that this friendship happened.
Th- Thanks, Overwatch. You not only had a probably had like multiple relationships be formed because of you. Like I
Actually,
guarantee you
no.
there's been people that not
I think we played one or like a little bit prior, and then I uninstalled it because didn't didn't
Yeah,
I
you made
post
a joke about that.
I posted it in
Yeah.
Julia's Discord and you reacted to it. So yeah.
Yeah, you made like a joke about it because Julia's boyfriend, who goes by Karn, you had some like banter back and forth between him. Blizzard was like, "Here's loot boxes." Then you're like, "Actually, never mind." Crawling back, crawling back.
Yeah, I uninstalled it on January 1st, 2025. And I have the video right here. And I'll put it on the screen because it's really funny. It's literally just my Steam page, me clicking uninstall. So uh,
Which is hilarious because you don't play it on Steam. You play it on BattleNet, which makes it even funnier.
yeah, but I used to play it on Steam, which makes it funnier.
Yeah.
There was
But yeah, we don't
a
just
time
play
when
it.
it first
Yeah.
came out that you had to have both the Steam and the BattleNet because Steam
Oh,
would open the
I
battle launcher and then you would launch Overwatch from there. But
oh,
I'm glad they
I
changed that because that would be
I was just
annoying.
gonna say I was gonna say I did not know that because I play Overwatch on console, so that is not as a big of an issue. I probably didn't download Overwatch until like a few weeks or so after it originally was there.
Yeah.
Probably waited like actually no, I waited a long time because I needed to get a new PC at that point and it could not run Overwatch. So yeah,
Hmm.
I probably didn't download it till like late, like December 2025 at like earliest.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would make sense that I didn't know about that. But yeah, we don't just plan to talk about video games. We want to talk about all different facets. We want to talk about book franchise. We want to talk about our favorite, that was my shoulder cracking, some of our favorite TV shows, both live action and animation. We want to talk about it all because our interests range from so many different things and we just want to share our thoughts in the world to just get it out there so it doesn't take as much space in our brains because sometimes the voices are too loud.
Exactly. We're gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. We're gonna be talking about probably music, like Luna said, a bunch of books. Um, we'll probably talk about Date Everything. Like maybe we'll do that episode after we finish the game, if we ever finish the game.
I was just gonna say, at the pace we're doing it, we're never gonna finish this game. We're not gonna finish this game until like the end of the year. Like, but the pace that
uh,
we're going at, like,
it's also our work schedules as well, because
yeah,
that has a dampener on it.
curse, curse thy capitalism. Why must you exist in the way that you do?
uh, but yeah,
But yeah,
um, certain things we want to plan to try to have some of our friends come on and share their experience as well, because I feel like that would open it up to a lot more as well.
mhm.
Um,
We can get some of those aforementioned people we mentioned earlier, Julia and Karin, on to share their experience with Overwatch as they play with us, and
yes,
some other friends as well.
yeah,
We can also maybe get some experiences with certain music or TV shows, because I know some of our friend group has mixed matched interests as well. Julia might stop by to talk about a specific TV show that her and I both love and enjoy, or Karn might stop by to talk about a movie we both like, or that him and DY like.
yes.
Possibilities are truly endless.
And to even add more to the chaos, Luna and I have a very, 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 very long list of movies and TV shows we have to watch.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me of the like what 200 plus media we have to watch.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not even
fine.
not even scratching the surface on it either.
It's fine. Uh, oh
Don't
boy.
worry, we're chipping. Don't worry, we're chipping away at it. We'll probably make episodes based off some of the stuff that we do watch. That's not consistent with a specific series, like some standalone movies,
Yeah.
such like that.
We even have a few TV shows that we can already talk about. So we're
Yeah,
we're on a good track.
yeah. Which, speaking of tracks, since we're gonna keep this ball rolling, when can the peoples go ahead and expect new episodes? Because we want to, as much as dysfunctional as we are, we still want to try to keep a weekly schedule of uploads. So when can the peoples expect?
The plan at the moment is to have it film sometime in the week and then release weekly on Thursdays. Um, I feel like that's a dysfunctional enough day.
It's
But
not quite the end of the week, not quite the weekend either. It's everyone's meh day.
my thought process was it's like Luna just said, it's not too early in the week, it's not too late in the week. It's since there's 7 days of the week, it's kind of weird with that. But Wednesday and Thursday, I feel like even though Wednesday's actually supposed to be the middle of the week, hence being named Hump Day, I feel like Thursday and Wednesday are together in a way. Like if they were one day, you wouldn't really be able to tell. But Thursday is also Friday Junior, as some people like to say. Um, but it's not too early in the week. It's not too late in the week, so you have time to listen to it during your weekend, or you can listen to it at the beginning of the week and enjoy enjoy that and then wait
Enjoy
for
our
it to be the next time. So,
dysfunctional explanation, but honestly, we just figured that you can either enjoy it on your lunch break, or if you wanted to wait for the weekend when you have more time to listen to set dysfunctional conversations, it would be, I don't know, it would be pretty beneficial, I would say.
it wouldn't be dysfunctional. I'm going to
We
be very
try not.
dysfunctional here. I totally forgot to mention um my tortilla blanket that's on my chair. Um One of my PNG tubers that I use over on Twitch is just my Yoshi wrapped in a tortilla blanket. So I had to add it there. And I do own a tortilla blanket in real life. Let's get back on track because, well, there is no track here because this is dysfunctional and we're dysfunctional.
We got ADHD. Our points are going to be left and right, which is why I mentioned the toothless pillow, even though you didn't mention the blanket, because I was on top of that. I was on top of that shit.
Yes. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited. We're excited to share this with you.
Yeah, and we hope you enjoy. Feel free to follow the channel, go free, and feel free to follow our socials. DY will put all the socials in descriptions and links and what have you, as well as some Discord servers should you wish to join in the fun
Yes.
and have fun with the, you know, small, niche, but comfortable community we could potentially breathe life into in our small little corner of the internet.
Yes. And we have a lot in store for you guys, so I hope that you're excited for that as well. I do want to make a tiny little mention. There will be secrets throughout our upcoming episodes, maybe pertaining what to the next episode could be. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it might be something.
Keep your eyes peeled out there, folks. So I'm so sorry for the listeners. Tell you that right now. I am so sorry. There shall be no audio cues for clues. I'm so sorry.
That just means you have to come watch the YouTube video. if you want to see
What
it.
if Okay, but what if they're listening to it in their car on their way to work? They can't exactly watch the stream and then also drive. That's not
That's
safe.
dysfunctional.
Right.
Uh,
I guess so.
please
It's
don't do
on
that.
branding.
Please don't do
Don't do
that.
that. Please don't do that. Do not text and drive or do anything with the screen and drive, please.
I mean, I guess I could put it on the thumbnails of the YouTube videos. Put the
I
little
mean, yeah.
secret on there so that when they look at it, they can click on it. I don't know.
Uh, wouldn't that just be not hyperlinks? What the fuck am I thinking of? It's they had it originally on YouTube, but I think they took
The annotations?
Yeah, I think yeah, they took away the annotations like years ago. Like
I don't
the
know.
only thing the only thing I could think of is that it would be listed or it would just like but then again, it would just be uploaded anyways, so like maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
That hey, we haven't figured out everything entirely. So don't worry about it. We'll make it
I
up as we go.
mean, I know you may be listening to it in the car, but you could always go watch the YouTube video whenever you're safe and sound. Just so you know,
However you wish.
there isn't a secret icon right now. There's nothing. We don't know what we're doing
I
next.
yeah, I can confirm there is nothing. This is just a basic introduction, but however you consume the podcast, we hope you enjoy your stay and we hope you enjoy us on this journey of yap seshing that will probably last at least 1 hour. And
Yeah.
I'm ballparking that too.
With editing, yeah. These recordings, like we said, they could go on for 10 hours, but hopefully you'd never have to hear all of those 10 hours because, oh my goodness, I think people would lose their minds.
I got bad attention span, dude. That's like I can't do that.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, whatever. But to get into logistics, because we have to, I guess. Um, the biggest goal of this podcast is just to feel like you're hanging out with friends. We hope to be your friends in one way or another. Some of the best future episodes may just be random things that we come up with. They may not even have a specific thing like Minecraft or Overwatch, you know? They could just be something like, I don't know, food, maybe, you know?
Making a tier list
Yeah,
because we definitely got some ideas for that tier list that we're definitely gonna 100% agree on. I guarantee it.
absolutely. Um, but yeah, you can listen to this podcast on all major platforms, so Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and YouTube. And if you want to support the show, make sure to follow, subscribe, or leave a review. That's my first time ever saying that. Uh, it's weird.
But yeah. Feel free to follow us, follow the podcast, comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and feel free to follow us on all of the social medias that we've got. Mostly DYs. I don't do much. I'm too lazy for that, but go ahead and follow us on our Twitch channels, our individual Twitch channels, as well as any socials, as well as our Discord server for the podcast. We hope you are excited for this endeavor.
Starting a podcast is exciting and scary, and honestly weird because I'm talking into a microphone, but I do that anyway when I'm streaming. But if you're here, that means the podcast already has its first audience, and once again, welcome. That's awesome. Thank you for giving this show a chance, and we can't wait to share our future episodes with you.
Yeah.
Until next time, this has been Dysfunctional.